Hello everyone, welcome to week 3 of Aulysius Corner, an initiative where we help answer your questions posted on monday.com community. I am Pratik, a customer success manager at Aulysius. To know more about Aulysius, we are a tech consultancy firm based out of London and Dubai. We do both the licensing based as well as post licensing integrations and other implementation services. We are experts in integrating multiple of your platforms into one single place. Please do visit our website aulysius.com to know more about us. Now let's look at the issues which we have selected for this week and let's deep dive into it. First, let's have a look at the issue number 1. Good afternoon, Monday community. Does anyone have any idea why I can see the connected columns are precedent made, but our coworker cannot see the same connected columns? Now let's look at how the connected board columns work. So this is a portfolio board, that is a high level board where I have data coming in from the individual low level boards, that is project A and project B, as you guys can see here. Okay. And this is the connect boards column and these are the mirror columns. Now what happens is that if even a single of the low level boards are private and if you are not invited in those boards, then you cannot see the data that is being reflected. So for example, let's say that this specific board which is there, I'll invite someone else. I'll make them an owner and I'll change this to a private board now. I'll remove my access. So now as you can see, those columns disappeared. So for a high level portfolio board to work, every item that is listed on the high level board, the person who wants to see those columns should be subscribed to each and every individual of those boards which are being connected here. Even if you are not like invited into a single of that connected board, you won't see the connect boards column. I hope this helped. Thank you. Okay, now let's look at the question number 2. Link each status with a date deadline. So, hello community, I work with a project which has multiple deadlines. There is the feature that links the date column with status column, but it's a bit limited. I can only link one date column. I would like to link all the date columns I have on my panel to a single status column, and each status I prompt concludes the specific column date I have linked to it. So let's look at this. In this demo environment, I have this one status column here and I have this two date columns. One is payment and one is completion deadline. Okay. So firstly, to link the column of status and date, what you do is you go to the settings, you create set as deadline and you choose the status column. So this is how it would work. So if I complete on done, you could see this got cancelled. Now, if you want to link multiple, you go into the settings of the second one, set as deadline, you choose the same status column and connect. So you can see this thing functioning. So let's say if I choose working on it, so for one, it has time, for the another one. So this is how you can link multiple deadlines into one status column. Now let's say you want to do a reverse functionality, that whenever the deadline arrives, you want status to automatically change. So you can do that also by automation. So you click here, add an automation when date arrives and you choose here. So when payment deadline arrives, then change status to something. So to done, you can choose the timing also. So this is how you do it. Now, one day before the deadline date would arrive, the status would automatically change to done. So this is also another functionality. If you want the vice versa thing to happen, then you can do that. Or else if you want just one way connection with multiple dates, just go into the settings of each and every one and connect them here. So I hope this helped answer your question. Thank you. Right now, I have an automation where on board A, if I change the status and move it to our active group, a new item is created on board B, mirroring a bunch of info. What I would like to do is also automatically assign a video production team when that item is created, but they are not members of board A, just board B. When I try to automate the assignment, it says I need to subscribe them to both boards. So let's look at this. So we have two project boards, board A, board B, as mentioned. I have created an automation here that whenever status changes to move to board B, create an item in project B and then connect both boards with connect boards column. Okay. So now let's have a look at this. I'll create a test item. I'll choose on move to board B. Let's wait for the automation to run. And you can see automatically a specific team has been added. So this team named Rishi Shunak has automatically been added when that thing got moved. And even if I add a new item, the team won't automatically be assigned. So it will only be assigned if it is moved from project board A to board B. Now, how did I do that? So if I go to the automate, so what I have done is I have added this conditioning here when an item is created, and only if status is moved to board B, then assign team Rishi Shunak as associate. So if there is any other status, it won't move. And when I'm changing the status here, so like whenever I'm moving the item from A to B, I have transferred the status as well. So as a matter of this status is automatically recognized in the board B, and the automation in board B will only run when the status is this. So hence you can create this whole thing functioning. I hope this helped. The currency in my deal tracker is set to GBP, but in the sales dashboard, figures are displayed in USD. How do I change the dashboard currency to GBP? So let's look at this issue. So this is a sample dashboard that I have created, and I have a specific currency which I want to display. Okay. Now, if I want to change the currency which is being displayed here, what I do is I go into the settings, and settings here I can choose the different kind of currency which I want, and based on that it will happen. Okay, so let's say if I choose euro, now you will see euro here. Okay, now let's say if you are not even getting this option to edit this, then that is most probably because you only have the viewing access, you don't have the editing access. Now how this happens is the person who has created this dashboard has not invited you. They have just invited you as like as someone who can edit. They have just invited you as someone who can view it. So if you want the edit access, you can request that from the dashboard owner, and then you can also perform these changes. I hope this video helped. Thank you. We have items with same name within different groups on different boards. What I'm looking for is a way that when the status is changed in one item, then all the items with the same name have their status updated to match. Anybody got a solution? Okay, so let's have a look at this issue. So I have two boards here. One is project A demo, one is project B demo. What I want is whenever I say, and I have the same test A item here, so test A item here as well. Whenever I change status to something here, I want it to be automatically changed here. So currently this is not working, so I change it to not yet started maybe. Yeah, and nothing's happening. Okay, so now to do this automation, what you need to do is you need to create a mirror column here. So first you create a connect boards column, so you click on plus, you add a connect boards column and make a two-way sync connected to project B demo. So that is something which I have already done. Here also I have added, and I have added a mirror column which is mirroring the status column from project A. I'll just link these two items. So I have linked test A demo. Now you can add an automation in the project B that whenever something changes in project A, you want the status to be automatically updated in project B. So what you do is you go to the automate section, you add this specific option that is whenever the mirror status changes, I want my normal status to also be changed to done. Now, this is an already existing template which you can use. There's no custom automation for this which you can build, but you can just simply go to the template section here, and there you go to the mirror column, and this is the status which you are looking for. So now that is done. Now I'll change this to done in project A and we'll see it in action. Okay. So that is done. Now there is an automation running in the background. We'll just wait for it to be updated. It is currently in progress. As you can see, I'll just reload it so that everything's fine. See, as you can see, the status in project B is also changed. So this is one way in which you can do it. Now there is one more thing which you can perform is, like here we have connected the two items using the connect boards column. I have manually done it, but there is an option to automate that also using the logic. So whenever column changes, connect the item where the new value matches the columns. You can use the logic automation as well. So that is one more advanced step which you can perform. I hope this helped. So this was the overall video of Aulysius Corner where we answered 5 of your questions. Please feel free to check out our website to know more about Aulysius and what we do. If you want to book a session, please reach out to sales@aulysius.com. Thank you.